Hey guys, welcome back. I know I just did a video yesterday, but I was so excited after a client session this morning that I just wanted to post this really quick video for anyone out there with chronic health symptoms or chronic sensations, any kind of thing that kind of pops up a lot for you that you just don't like or your mind wishes would go away. And this lovely client, she and I have been working together for, gosh, more than 2 years now. And we're at the point now where I get to just sort of bask in listening to her insights as she is seeing things more deeply and more expansively than ever. And the way she articulates these insights, I get what I call champagne bubbles. And so often in our sessions, as it happened this morning, I just could not even contain the champagne bubbles as I listened to her really see something fresh and expansive and freeing around symptoms and sensations that maybe she's not a big fan of. Maybe her mind has even hated in the past. And the thing that she was saying, and something I've been playing with myself for quite a while now, is looking at what is the reason in this world of form for that symptom, for that sensation, for whatever it is that's arising that, oh, you just don't like, especially if it's chronic. What is the reason in the world of form? And why is staying with that reason suffering? And what is the potential, the possibility that's available by simply asking, what is the reason or the cause for this? From formlessness, from this space, from intelligence, wisdom, vibration, love, this, whatever is stable, whatever it is that is always there, holding up and down moment to moment experience from this formlessness. When we shift our attention from this is the reason I have this symptom, this is the reason I have this diagnosis, this is the reason I feel bad, this is the reason I have a headache, this is the reason I'm trembly, this is the reason my gut's messed up, this is the reason. When we stay locked into this is the reason, we absolutely by design suffer. It is tight. It is constricting. It feels like you've just put a size 2 shoe on a size 8 foot. It is meant to feel awful to stare at the reason in world of form. And the funny thing is, that has nothing to do with the fact that, yeah, there are reasons for things. I went for a power walk this morning after this client session. It's super hot. It's super humid. I didn't eat anything. And the only thing I drank was a triple shot espresso. When I got back from that walk, I was trembly, shaky, and had a killer headache. Yeah, fine. There are actual diagnoses out there. There are actual gut parasites. There are actual tumors. There are things in the world of form, and we can point to them. And they show up on our medical charts and in blood tests. Yes, we're not dismissing any of that. We're not denying any of that. We're not bypassing any of that. What I'm pointing to, and what my beautiful client this morning did an even better job pointing to, is that when we stay with our focus there, we suffer because the answers don't come from crunching around a mind to figure out, what do I do next? How do I solve this? What's the right path? What's the right place? What's the right medicine? What's the right anything? It's not where the answers come from. And so we suffer. We are in the opposite of trusting life when we do that. When we stay in the reason, I have this or I feel this because of that thing, because I ate that, because I did that, because I didn't do that, we suffer. And why do we suffer? Suffer is always an opportunity to wake up. And what my client pointed to this morning that I loved, and I loved watching her face kind of light up when she said the words, the healing, the relaxation, the expansion, the openness, the feeling of like, oh, isn't asking the very simple questions, not looking for the answers, but the very simple questions. And you'll have your own wording, but her wording was something along the lines of, what is the reason from the world of formless? What is the reason from light, from love, from this? How might I see the cause of this symptom differently? From beyond concepts and learning and programming, there is a whole universe of answers, infinite potentials out there. And we've been taught to stare at the world of form, what we know, what we've been taught. And so the more we say, I know this is the reason, the more we suffer, thank goodness. The suffering is the impetus. The suffering is the tap on the shoulder. Hey, 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 hey. You are lost in an identity as form. Stop. Please don't limit yourself. Don't be the size 8 foot stuffed into a size 2 shoe. You are bigger and more expansive. You are a being of light. You are energy. It will always hurt to stay stuck in the reason for your symptoms, the reason for your suffering. If you're looking at anything world of form, what if you could, like my beautiful client this morning, start asking the bigger questions? Like, what else could this be from this perspective? Before concepts, before learning. And again, we're not dismissing anything in the world of form. We're just taking our attention away from world of form. We're opening. We're putting our trust in this, in formless, in what is stable, where all the infinite potentials live. And that's where answers come from. You can feel the difference in your body with that tiny shift. And I got to watch in real time this client literally, like, she spent a couple minutes convinced because she's like, no, these are really real symptoms and really real diagnoses. And there's blood work and there's this, and the tightness and the crunching. And I've got to figure out the next thing. And you could just see her so crunched and suffering. And in an instant, she went, oh, wait a second. And her whole body language shifted. And she said, I wonder what the reason is for all of this unfolding from here. And she said, oh my gosh, I feel so much lighter. I feel so much more open, ready to receive answers rather than scratching and clawing and digging and hoping and wishing for answers to come. Just, oh, wait. There's a reason that's bigger than the reason in world of form. Just asking the simple question. And one last little bit of the conversation we had this morning that I loved. So for all of you out there who work with holistic professionals, health professionals, holistic healers, awesome, awesome, awesome. Fantastic. And one of the things we talked about this morning was muscle testing. And she does muscle testing. And I used to do a lot of muscle testing back when I worked with holistic practitioners, when I was really, really, I'll just use the regular word, sick, when I was really, really sick. And we were talking, and my client knows my history with holistic practitioners. And she said, yeah, too bad it didn't work out for you. I said, yeah, actually, it was perfect for me. And she was confused because truly, when I was doing all the muscle testing and the striving and the vigilance and the trying everything from the world of form perspective, I got much worse. My health plummeted. But what I see now is that was perfect, because when I was following all of these protocols and I was going through all these procedures and supplements and everything, I crashed so hard that I finally reached a point I was able to be cracked open, wide open, and see something I had never even considered before. So, yes, the muscle testing worked beautifully because I got so much sicker doing it. And in that state, I was cracked wide open. I was able to see an identity that is not locked in form, an identity that is not tied up in concepts and beliefs and programs, but an identity that is more stable, that is formless, that beautifully can hold this space of awareness, this witnessing space that is not so tied to what happens moment to moment right here. I hope that helps a little bit. There is such profound freedom on offer with that tiny shift from believing this is the reason I feel this way, this is the reason my life is this way, to I wonder what the reason is from back here. This is trustworthy. This is made of love. What if what you are experiencing right now, whatever physical symptom or sensation or emotional experience, even if it makes no sense in this realm, what if you could just ask the simple questions? I wonder what the reason or the cause or the meaning is from here, and then leave it alone. Just asking the questions is the healing, is the relaxing, is the letting go. I hope this helps a little bit if you have symptoms that pop up a lot, like I used to. I'll be eager to hear what you hear in this. Thanks, guys. Bye.